postseason traveling.
If you still want to be a part of any upcoming home games, please visit us online or at the ticket booth for available tickets.
Returning by popular demand, it's Rally Tower Day. Come out to the game and leave with your very own Knicks Rally Tower. Be the sixth man and take home an awesome pizza memorabilia. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Knicks along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations team will respond immediately. We can't wait to see you at our next game, Knicks fans, because every single one of you that attends receives...
Game 3 of the NBA Finals. The Mavericks come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Knicks. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
It's been an uneven start to these NBA Finals with the series at 2-0. Now, Game 3, and a chance for either team to dictate the path forward. In this one, we'll see the New York Knicks against the Dallas Mavericks. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And quite a few players out of the lineup, taking a look at who's out for both teams.
Neither of these teams possessing the health you hope for in the postseason. At least they're both in the same boat.
So here's Dallas's starting group. A pair of first overall picks of the front court, Flagg and Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Smith, and it's Lively in at the center position. And for the Knicks, we've got OG Anunoby. Josh Hart is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Wesley in at the point guard position. You look at the Mavericks, they took care of business at home. Now they look to steal one or both on the road.
And it won't be easy, BA, because they know their opponent is desperate and can't afford to lose on their home floor. This game is gonna be good. That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And it's good. 2 points.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
Hart with a screen on Smith. Outside Hart. Launches it. Here's Anunoby. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Setting an aggressive tone early. Challenging the heart of that defense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. Guys, back over to you.
As always, Allie, thank you.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
And here's Smith. Here's Flagg outside. Drains the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Lets a floater go. Wesley, that's good. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. To the inside. And Lively with a basket on the assist by Smith. Smith's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Robinson. Here's Wesley from outside the arc. Smith with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Lively with a screen on Bridges. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Let's remember, this guy's got a 9'4" standing reach and a vertical that's ridiculous. Lively just getting to the rim.
Here's Wesley. Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
What a wingspan on this young man. Able to get up and over defenders. Nice opportunity on the jump shot.
Here's Flag. Irving for 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Yeah, their offense is really humming right now. They just can't miss.
Knicks trail by 6. Outside Anunoby. Bridges against Smith. Bridges passes to Anunoby. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. It's stolen by Hart. Smith against Bridges. That one is off. Excellent D there from Lively. Dallas leading by 6. Up top Smith. He's guarded by Bridges. Fades and shoots. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Robinson. Screen by Robinson. Hart from long range. New York again can't hit. The Mavericks have gone a perfect 7 for 7. And Davis gets it to go.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Trailing by 10. Robinson finds Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. To the middle. To end the run. And a big finish by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson knows who he is. A vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
On the wing, Davis. For 3, Smith drills it from deep. Smith's got 5.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
The Knicks have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Outside Hart. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up to the rim. And a big finish by Robinson.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Smith against Bridges. And he makes it. Smith's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Wesley, pass to Robinson. Robinson, a screen on Smith. Bridges down low, covered by Smith.
Well, stellar job by Lively on the defensive end. That's what he's there for. Rim protection, folks.
And a slam dunk by Lively.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Anunoby. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
That free throw is good from Anunoby. New York making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Christie's checked in. Both free throws good from Anunoby. Dallas leading by 11. Smith outside. Davis with a screen on Bridges. Smith finds Davis.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
The The Knicks have got half their attempts to go, 6 of 12. Back to Simmons. New York working the ball around now. And there's the screen. Inside. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, you'd love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
Here's Lively. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Woo, he's piping hot. 4 for 4 from the field. No one can guard him out there.
Knicks trail by 13. Left side Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's a big-time finish by Ben Simmons. With that frame, sometimes he makes that look easy.
Now here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Irving's got 7.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
Pass to Anunoby. And here's Bridges. Fires for 3. Lively grabs the miss.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Outside Irving. Now Lively. Smith outside. Outside Christie. 6 to shoot. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Back to Smith. Outside Christie. Let's go with a 3. And Simmons grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
He takes it in. Oh, hey! How about that?
Oh, my goodness. The creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Smith. And stolen by Simmons. "26 seconds left in the opening quarter."
Well, if Anthony Davis is protecting the rim, you might want to go somewhere else.
Smith outside. Shot clock at 5. Jump shot is good. He's got 9.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 11. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
The other thing that's gone exceptionally well for them tonight is the shooting they've displayed from beyond the three-point arc.
Miles McBride is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Mitchell. Then it's Gershon Yabusele. And it's Daje in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Williams passes to Russell. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Yabusele. Pass to Simmons. Now Mitchell. Here's Daje. Now Simmons. 6 points for him. From behind the arc. No good there. To the paint. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Simmons. And Dallas making a change here. Smith's checked in.
Number 8, Trey Smith.
Pass to Russell. Back to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. From the high post. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
And Simmons, here we go. It's good. Simmons has got 8.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Back to Smith. Pass to Flagg. And he hits the jumper. Flagg's got his 2nd basket of the game.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust for the Knicks. OG Anunoby's checked in for Mitchell. Mikal Bridges comes in for McBride. And it's Wesley in for Dadier. Wesley, the pass to Anunoby. Here's Wesley. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. 5 points in the game.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, Champ in their last matchup against New York was outstanding. He dropped 50 points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Allie, great info there. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Yeah, that corner 3 has been a sweet spot for Mikal over time.
The Mavericks lead by 9. Smith outside. Shoots over Bridges. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 13.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Here's Wesley, guarded by Russell. Wesley, the pass to Bridges. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And their historic playoff run could continue here tonight. 14 wins so far. Can they make it 15 and stay undefeated in the postseason?
I gotta say, I think they can. The way they've been sweeping teams out of their way, they're more like janitors than basketball stars. Just an incredible run so far, and it's hard to imagine it coming to an end now. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Yep, that one goes. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Pass to Bridges. The 3 is up. Again, the miss by Bridges.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
Smith with it. He's got 15. The 3 from Russell. Gets the 3 to fall. Russell's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Dallas also making some changes. Williams is checked in for Christie. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Russell. Bridges outside. Yabusele outside. New York again, can't hit. And Dallas with possession. 9 points in a row, a good run going. And here's Smith. Irving for 3. Knocks down the triple. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Here's Wesley. He's got 5. Back to Anunoby. From downtown, he's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
What an answer from OG Anunoby, delivering the 3-point shot in response. Wow.
33.
Bridges against Smith. Williams a screen on Bridges. Smith passes to Williams, and Williams punches it home.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Knicks trail by 20. Here's Wesley. Bridges outside. The three ball. And it's flagged with a rebound.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Dallas has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Smith passes to Williams. And another dime for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. New York has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Yabusele, look that.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Josh Hart's checked in for Yabusele. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Smith outside. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Here's Wesley. 5 points in the game. Pass to Anunoby. Screen by Robinson. Now here's Anunoby. He's guarded closely. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Well, OG Anunoby is just continuing to add to his skill set. Nice finish on the interior.
Olynyk with a screen on Anunoby. Down low. And it's Olynyk with a jam.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Here's Wesley. He's guarded by Irving. Six on the shot clock. Screened by Robinson. Hart from long range. Pass to Wesley. Puts up a 3. And Mitchell Robinson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for Dallas, Derek Lively comes in for Olynyk. And Flagg subbed in for Hardy. Here's Dallas now. They're on a 20-7 run. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Davis.
Throw it AD's way, and he'll take care of the rest. A huge alley-oop target for his teammates.
We've got 1:23 left in the second period. Wesley, the pass to Bridges. Outside Hart. Three-pointer. Bridges misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Smith outside. Shoots over Hart. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Smith's got 17 points.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Right side, Anunoby. And again, the Knicks missing.
Oh my goodness, those chippies, you come to regret those. That is a good look and you can't complete it.
Ball stolen. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And there's the drive. The 3. Lively grabs a miss. Lively's got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Smith. 17 points in the game. Outside Davis. Three-pointer. Yet another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
And so it's Dallas in total control. Up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be back in a moment.
Glad to have you with us. So far, it's been a dismal performance for the New York Knicks.
You can do everything else, but if you don't take care of the boards, well, you know what I'm going to say.
Your goose is cooked? You're in hot water? Any of those?
Where were you born, Ernie?
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Fellas, this is where they want to be, up in the finals and up big at the half.
You know what, Ernie? You could tell. They can smell that Larry O'Brien trophy. Now, it's all about finishing.
Yeah, I've been in their position a few times. They're tired, but also focused. Locked in on that final push to get that ring.
And if this first half is any indication, they're pushing strong to that finish line. And by the way, Kenny, what does the Larry O'Brien trophy smell like? And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Dallas. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Davis and Lively, the lengthy combo inside. Smith out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's flagged in at the small forward position.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway, an unnecessary flourish in that case.
New York working the ball around now. Outside Hart, pass to Anunoby. Nails it from beyond the arc. Anunoby's got 12 points.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
Smith passes to Davis. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Mavericks foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Wesley. He's guarded by Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Shot's good by Hart.
Well, Josh Hart just making a really quick decision on the catch. It touches his hands and he lets it fly.
43.
Bridges against Smith. Lively with a screen on Bridges. Here's Smith. And again, it's Dallas.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
New York has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Wesley, the pass to Robinson. Screen by Robinson. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Yeah, good awareness by Mitchell Robinson. Reads the coverage and capitalizes as a roller. Now Smith. He's got 21. And he's going for the lob. And finished off by Davis.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Outside Hart. Pass to Wesley. Anunoby for 3. On target from range. Anunoby's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
To the paint. And finished off by Davis.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
New York has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Pass to Wesley. Here's the three. Mavericks with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in the game.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Davis with a screen on Bridges. Smith passes to Davis. Throw it down on the lob.
So effective in screen and rolls. When Davis cuts hard like this, he's capable of getting quality looks.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Wesley, the pass to Bridges. Up top, Robinson. Looking to end this cold spell. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Robinson.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Smith against Bridges. Pass to Flag. There's the three. Connects from downtown. Flag's got 8 points.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Wesley, the pass to Anunoby. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Smith. And a nice finish on the layup. Smith's got 23 points.
Whoa, what handles? Left the defender right in the dust.
Then effortlessly laid it in. He just makes it look so easy. Ridiculous.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. The shot, no good. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Dallas has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. Pass to Davis. Back to Smith. Shot clock at 6. Right side Davis. The three. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Well, he went into the locker room with 1-3 to his credit, and he's still looking here for number 2.
Hart passes to Anunoby. Smith against Bridges. Screen by Robinson. Bridges, left side. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Smith passes to Lively. Irving for 3. And again, another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
Looking like Scott Skiles right now with all these dimes. Wesley, the pass to Robinson. Anunoby on the wing. 15 points in the game to stop the drought. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Davis. Now here's Smith. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Another 3 for Dallas.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
The Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Wesley, the pass to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. The 3 is up. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Smith against Bridges. Smith with it. 23 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's been lights out. You want to talk about an efficient offensive game. Wow.
Wesley, pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Outside Irving. Back to Smith. Count that one. Smith's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Wesley, the pass to Hart. Outside Anunoby. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
52.
Smith outside. On the wing, Irving. Launches a three. The rebound by Bridges.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
35 seconds left in the third quarter.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Smith outside. Pass to Flag. Lets it go from deep. Hits the trifecta. Flag's got 11.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Bridges against Smith. Bridges outside. From deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Dallas way out of reach with an enormous lead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Miles McBride. Dershawn Yabusele out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Daje in at power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now. McBride can't get it to go. And so it's Dallas with it. Smith outside. Yep, that one goes. Smith's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Oh, there's the alley!
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome! Here's McBride. Simmons looking around. Outside McBride. Here's the pick. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. On the take. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Yabusele. Here's Daje. He's guarded by Martin. Simmons against Russell. Releases. And again, the Knicks missing.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Yabusele against Smith. Here's Christie. Pure from three-point range.
Have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Pass to Dadier. Yabusele, a screen on Martin. Takes it inside. Dadier. No good again that time. The Mavericks have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Left side, McBride. 11 feet out. Count that bucket. McBride's gotten his first points in this one.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
107-56.
Smith outside. Pass to Martin. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And here's Simmons. Here's Dadier. New York working the ball around now. And Yabusele slams it in.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Smith passes to Martin. Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. The Knicks have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Pass to Dadier. And he lobs it up, and slam dunk by Simmons.
That's where you get the ball to Ben Simmons, right at the rim. He's got size and athleticism. Look out.
The Mavericks have gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth. And here's Christie. There's the triple. Knocks it down from distance.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
For New York, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Yabusele. The shot that time not on target. Some solid defense from Williams. And Dallas with possession. They're on an 18-6 run. Now Christie lets the 3 fly. And the Mavericks, another 3.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
For 3, Bridges. Williams grabs the board.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Smith against Simmons. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, man, you want to talk about taking flight? That's exactly what he did, making it look effortless.
New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. Pass to Dadier. Outside Simmons. Outside McBride. Yabusele, a screen on Smith. Shot clock at 5. Here's McBride. New York again can't hit. Dallas has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Now here's Martin. For 3, Smith. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Here's McBride. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Simmons with a screen on Martin. To the middle to stop the run. Tries to break his ice. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Simmons.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Smith outside. On the wing, Christie fires the three. It's rebounded by New York. Puts it up from 17. McBride can't get it to go.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Pass to Christie. Back to Smith. And again, it's Dallas.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Dadier. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got his third assist of the night. Dallas has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth.
And with Game 3 of the NBA Championship Series about wrapped up, you have to applaud the remarkable effort we saw on the floor tonight. A well-deserved win for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this win will put them on the cusp of a championship. Just one more victory needed to raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
And I don't think anything will stand in the way of that happening. They have been so determined and so focused throughout this postseason. They're on a mission, and there's no way they're backing down now.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Champ.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
Ooh, he's found his rhythm, 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Up top, Smith. Oh, my goodness!
That is incredible!
Powered it home!
Not fair at all. Did you see it? Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Misses the three. Bridges against Smith. Takes a three. It's in.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business. And